welcome, everybody, to the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. Y'all know how we do it. We do this every week, every Tuesday night between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Tonight is going to be about from right now until about 8:30. Tonight it's all about empowering, uplifting, and encouraging small business owners all over the world. Why? Because we are small business owners ourselves, the whole panel. Me, myself, and our co-host, Mr. Kenneth Lattimore, is a small business owner himself, and we know how hard it is to get support from our family, from our friends. So Kenneth Lattimore came up with this show to make sure our fellow small business owners get empowerment, they get encouragement, and they get uplifted from somebody else, and that's us. Ken Wayne, what's happening, man?
What's going on, man?
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Let everybody know what we're going to be talking about tonight, man.
What we're gonna be talking about is mental health, for as business wise, trying to balance the two between your personal life and your business life.
Right. It's hard, ain't it, man?
Woo! Everybody got to have a little bit.
It's hard, man. It's hard. We'll get back to that in just a minute. I'm gonna do a little freestyle right quick, man, because everybody's on me about it. Everybody's on me about it, man. But you know how I get my balance? I get my balance by just being alone. Being alone. I get my balance. I get my wits about me. If I'm mad at somebody, I turn it off. Your camera ain't catching us at all.
Yeah.
I get my wits about me, man, and I make sure I don't go off on anybody. I don't like going off on anybody. I witnessed people, as I was growing up, I witnessed friends of the family, their parents coming home from work mad at somebody else and taking it out on their families. And I said, man, that'll never be me. That'll never be me. Beating up the dog and all that old kind of stuff. I promised myself for real. I promised myself that would never be me. So I practice that. If something's wrong and I'm mad at somebody else, and even if I do snap off on somebody, I immediately look within myself and say, hey, man, you know what? I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to snap at you like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, y'all, this is the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. On Real Talk 100 Radio, you're more than welcome to call in tonight on topic at 346-779-5831. The call-in number tonight is 346-779-5831. The call number is on the bottom of the screen right here. If you're watching us on our live feeds, we are live right now on YouTube and Facebook. Y'all check us out. If you're checking us out at www.realtalk100radio.com, thank you for tuning in tonight. The topic is self-care, finding a mental balance, and what?
Mental health.
Mental health for small business owners. So that's we want all business owners to get tagged tonight. You got a friend, you got a family member who's a small business owner. You got an uncle, an auntie, a grandmother, grandpa, anybody who's a small business owner, tag them tonight, because it's all about maintaining our mental health, making sure we focus on self-care and balancing our work life, our personal life, our chill time, making sure there's a perfect balance so that we don't go crazy with this small business stuff. The small business owner, most people look at small business owners like we're rich.
No, not even close.
We get beat up every day by our small businesses. Every day. It's like a boxing match. We'll win round one, we'll lose round two, we'll win rounds 3 and 4, and we'll lose round 5 and 6, and so on and so forth. Sometimes it's a unanimous decision, and we win all 10 rounds of a heavyweight fight. But it ain't like that all the time, is it, Ken Wayne?
No, sure not.
It's not like that. So tonight's show is all about self-care for small business owners. It's all about mental health, maintaining your mental health, finding a balance between your work life, your personal life. Please call in tonight, 346-779-5831. All business owners, this is a powwow that we have every Tuesday night between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Let's get this thing started right now. This is the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. Please share the video to all business owners. Share the video. It's business time. Business time. Business time. Myself and my partner is not here tonight. She's really the star of the show, along with Mr. Kenneth Wayne. Myself and my partner own several businesses. We own the radio station. We own a virtual office space, which we operate in the same office space. We operate a travel agency. We also have a small. We just started it. We love it. Our event staffing agency, where we staff galas, we staff private parties, we staff your receptions, and we're having a time of our lives, maintaining a balance when it comes to operating all these businesses. She had to go back to work because COVID broke us. COVID took our life savings. It took our restaurant, our beloved restaurant and daiquiri shop from us. And it just left us, reaching for nothing. Just you ever wake up in a dream and you're just falling and there's nothing to hold on to? That's what COVID did to us. So she had to go back to work to get us some income coming in while we maintain these small businesses. Yes, the small businesses are making money, but if they're not making $5,000-$10,000 each a month, we're not making any money.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
You're in trouble.
We're in trouble. So that is why she's not here tonight. Salute to Lisa, our partner. She's usually on the panel. But we're balancing right now as good as we can as small business owners and losing our life savings, losing our restaurant. I try to administer as much self-care to myself daily as I can. My self-care used to be the gym. I'd go to the gym when I had a bad day, so I wouldn't take it out on anybody. I would go to the gym, but since we started these businesses, I haven't been to the gym in 6 years now. 6 years. I used to be a gym rat, so I'm missing it. But Kenneth Wayne, this is your topic, my man. I don't want to dominate tonight, man. Why did you pick this topic tonight?
Because it's very important in running a business. That's what this show is about. It's about small businesses and promoting small businesses. But we talk about how to start a business. We talk about how to succeed in business. We talk about how to finish a business. We talk about how to have multiple businesses, but we never talk about the mental strain that it causes in your personal life and in your work life.
Right.
Because being a business owner, there is no check every week for you. If you don't work, you don't eat.
If you don't work, you don't eat. Exactly.
That's right. So the mental aspect of it is planning. We have to put in more work than a person that goes and punches in on the clock.
Yes, sir.
Because when you leave that job on the clock, it's over with. You're getting paid for what you done did.
Yes, sir.
And it's over.
Yes,
but
sir.
Not us. It continues with us. It's Mr. 24/7 with us.
Yes, sir.
So, it's very important. Mental health is very important. Very important.
Mental health is very, very, very important. Lisa Beard has joined us on the live feed, and she says COVID has done a number on all of us. Can't wait to get back to normal. Thank you for tuning in tonight, Miss Lisa Beard. It's done a number on all of us. Done a number on all of our mental health, I think, huh?
Yes. Yes, it has.
So tonight, Lisa Beard, do you own a small business or are you just tuning in tonight? We thank you either way, just trying to get in your brain right quick. This is the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour, and we're talking about mental health. We're talking about taking care of yourself, maintaining some self-care. We're talking about having a balance between it, having work life, personal life, and you got to have some personal time for yourself and take care of your mental. Take care of it because mental health is real, people. Mental health is real. Have you ever seen anybody just break down?
Yep. I do it myself from time to time.
You do it yourself from time to time.
You're mentally drained. Right. Sometimes you're just mentally drained. Right. And you go to snapping off at everybody and you just, so, and some people say, well, why do you do this and why do you do that? Well, you have to do some of the things that you like doing to keep your mental capacity open. You know what I'm saying? So that may be just going somewhere, having a drink, sitting down, talking to other people. Right. Just releasing some of the pressures of life. Right. going, like you say, going off to yourself, just meditating. You have to do something, and at some point, some people I know, you have to have some type of counseling.
Some kind of what?
Counseling. As we get older, you have to have some type of counseling. Because if you don't have anybody you can vent to, it all builds up.
It all builds up. That's why I went to the gym.
Yep.
And put as much weight on that bar as I could. And people thought I was crazy, but I'm trying to get it off me, man.
Yep.
A lightweight ain't gonna get it. So I put it all on there and holler and scream. Hey man, is this man crazy? Are you okay, sir? Yes, sir. I'm all right. I'm just trying to get it off me, man. I got a lot on my mind,
Yep.
And to me, that is my counseling. I get along and I get along and talk to myself. Do you think that's good counseling, or you think people need more?
You're good as long as you don't answer yourself. But no,
as long as I don't start talking back to myself. All right.
See, I thought myself, admit I'm not ashamed. Yeah, I do. I go to counseling sometimes because sometimes it's best just to talk to somebody else.
Right.
Somebody that's, of course I got a wife I can talk to. Of course I got friends I can talk to, but everybody's biased. You know what I'm saying? So I need somebody that's going to keep me on level ground. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not ashamed of it. Yeah, you got to have some counseling sometime because mentally it takes effect on you.
Takes effect.
Trying to balance here and there because, as you know, you can attest to this, and everybody out there that's listening can attest to this. You run out of time during the day.
Run out of time. Smooth run out of time.
You run out of time.
I got 1,000 things to do every day. I only have time to do about, in all actuality, out of 1,000 things I have to do a day, and I'm not stretching the truth, I only have time to do maybe 30 out of 1,000.
That's right. And what happens when you leave? It's in the back of your mind. It weighs on you more than working during the day.
Right.
Because now it's double on you tomorrow.
Now it's double on me tomorrow, and that's all I'm thinking about.
Exactly.
And Lisa beat my head too, boy, because I get home and I start right back up on the phone.
Yep.
Hey, why can't you leave work at work, man? Look, because tomorrow, instead of having 1,000 things to do a day, now I have 2,000 things to do a day because I didn't finish. Boy, just relax.
So what happens? This is steady turning.
Steady turning.
Then you wake up. Then I wake up 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, thinking about what I need to do.
Yep.
Planning my day, trying to fit everything in the day.
Yes, sir. You already know, man. That right there is weighing you down. That right there, what we're talking about, is why you need counseling. You need to talk to somebody. You need to vent. You need to have something to relieve the stress, or you will break down. Is that the point of this conversation?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Weighing you down, the daily struggle, the daily grind of maintaining a small business. You need to take care of yourselves, y'all. That's what this topic is trying to teach the community tonight. We're reaching out into the community and saying, hey, we know you own a small business. You might own several like we do. Take some time out for yourself daily. Pay attention, particular attention to self-care. Maintaining your mental health is real, everybody. You got to find a healthy balance. And the more I talk, the more I'm just, y'all can't see it, but I'm mentally kicking myself in the back end, in the tail, because I don't do it sometimes. I don't do it. I'll leave here like tonight. I've been here since 11. I usually get here at 7 o'clock. I got here today at 11 because I did some running around. I did a couple meetings. I got here about 11 o'clock. I won't leave tonight till about 9, maybe 9:30. After the show is over with, I'll get home. I'll eat me some dinner. I might watch 30 minutes of TV. And then I'm going to be up to 3 o'clock in the morning, knowing I got the alarm clock is going to go right back off at 6 a.m.
Yep.
And the phone will be giving me concussions because I'm in the bed like this on my back. And I'm not putting the phone down until my eyes say they close and bloop, bloop, all night long. All night long.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from on that one. And then, like, another example is, and I know everybody do this because I do it, you try to switch from one thing to another, but you're not mentally there, and it's like you're on a wheel. You just spinning.
Right.
You're just running, and you be like, man, I can't get this. I wonder why I can't get no traction in doing this. Because you don't have the capacity. You're like a computer. You don't filled up. You don't have the capacity to take on anything else.
Right.
Sleep is very important.
Very.
And I don't get a lot of that. I haven't got a lot of that.
No, sir.
And now my body is beginning to tell me that you abused me because you didn't get a lot of sleep.
Right.
The check engine light is on a couple of mornings I get up.
It sure is, ain't it, man?
Yeah. I got to kick my leg 3-4 times, like Saturday Entertainer say. You gotta pat it a couple of times before it starts.
Got to pat it a couple of times. I do suffer. Lisa Beard. I'm sorry, Lisa. No, sir. Just tuning in. She does not own a business. Lisa Beard does not own a business. She's just tuning in. I didn't mean to cut you off, Ken Wayne. I just didn't want to ignore our listening audience. I do suffer from PTSD and bipolar. You need people to talk to so you can vent. It does help.
Exactly. You're exactly correct. Exactly correct. If you don't have that, you're in trouble. Because then you wind up cussing everybody out.
Everybody. And I, like I said, I've always prided myself in not doing that because I not my parents per se, but I grew up watching, family friends and aunties and uncles come home and, like I said earlier, kick the dog and cuss out mama and cuss out the kids and even slap the kids and slap mama a couple times. And I'm like, nah, when I grow up, that's not happening. That's not happening. So I make sure, something's wrong with me. I'll apologize to the whole house. Hey, y'all, I'm finna excuse myself a few minutes. Y'all excuse me for a few minutes, and I'll go outside with the dogs and play with them or walk around the block or just sit in the garage. I've sat in the garage before and just smoked me a good cigar and some good cognac.
Yep.
You understand? Just to make sure I don't go off on anybody. But thank you for tuning in. Lisa suffers from PTSD. I've never suffered from that. I don't think. I've never been diagnosed with it. Bipolar, I certainly haven't been diagnosed with that. So she's balancing a lot.
Yep.
You need to talk to people. So I'm sure you're seeing counseling, correct, Miss Lisa? Miss Lisa Beard? She's probably in some counseling with all that. Wow, that's a lot. If you don't mind me asking, what is the PTSD from, man? What did the PTSD derive from? Were you in the service? Was it a bad relationship, a bad car accident? Please chime in. Ms. Beard. Thank you for tuning in tonight. This is the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. Other small business owners, other people in society that just want to tune in, just want to tap in, you're more than welcome to call in on topic at 346-779-5831. The number is scrolling across the bottom of the screen tonight. This is, once again, the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour, just to keep you updated with what we got going on here. We know, from owning our own small businesses, we know how important it is to have support from your family, from your friends, and that never happens. Most of the time, that doesn't happen. Support from your family and friends does not come. So that's what we're here for on the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour, to offer you an uplifting spirit, an empowering spirit, and an empowering, encouraging, and uplifting spirits on the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. This idea was all Mr. Kenneth Wayne. Mr. Kenneth Wayne, introduce your small businesses to them. Tell the community how you can help them on one end, and then tell them how you can satisfy their sweet tooth.
Well, first business I own is Lattimore Insurance. Insurance agency. We do everything from A to Z. And if we can't help you, we can get somebody to help you. I got people that call me. I just had a friend call me on Friday and said, look, man, I need this kind of insurance. Well, I couldn't do it for him. I got on Facebook, reached out to a couple of people that I knew. And then this morning I got a hit back. So I passed on the information to him. So let's get it done. I've done that a couple of times, so it's really not about the almighty dollar for me. It's about helping people, and that's what it's all about. I'm broking deals all day long, every day. So it's really not, that important to me. The money's not. So, that's part of it. We do Medicare. We do health insurance. We do auto insurance. We do life insurance, which is very important. I've had 4 people close to me in my life in the last week to leave here. Thank God that we don't have to have a GoFundMe or anything like that.
There you go.
You know, but it's very important. But I do see them. I see them a lot. And I'll be like, man, wow. But, you know, I talked to a friend of mine at the funeral home, and I was like, man, let me come in there and do some life insurance. But people don't want to hear that.
No.
They don't want to hear it. Until you got to have a GoFundMe, you got to come up with $4,000 and put them in a casket, $5,000 put them in a casket.
Right.
And that's El Cheapo.
El Cheapo.
That's El Cheapo. You're lucky to get that. It just depends on how the funeral home feeling that day. You know, so it's very, very, very important. You know, I can't stress it. It's more important now than it's ever been with this COVID going around, people losing their life. Because in a matter of days, you can be gone. It can be over with. And it's too late.
Too late.
It's too late.
And so the main message right now, and what you just said to our listening audience is very important to have life insurance, because that negates you having to go out and produce a GoFundMe or sell hot plates on the street corner for your loved one. It's already taken care of. If your loved one or you can get if your loved one does not get life insurance on themselves to protect the family against having GoFundMes and stuff, can you put life insurance like if it's your brother or your sister or your wife?
As long as they sign off on it for a certain amount. Some
Okay.
companies require it can only be a certain amount. Like you might be able to get 5,000, you might be able to get 10,000. You can't go put $1 million policy on somebody. You know, I wouldn't suggest that, but you know, yes, you can. You can do that.
Pretty much, as long as they sign off on it.
Yeah, because we got grandmothers got life insurance policies on all their grandkids. May not be much, but it's enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something is better than nothing.
Right. Right. Answer this one for me, and then we'll get back to the topic. The topic tonight is self-care for small business. Not only small business owners, but because we're small business owners, we're looking out for small business owners' wants, needs, and desires, and making sure you take care of your mental health is the topic tonight. Finding a balance between work life, social life, and personal life before you go crazy, before you pop off on somebody is the topic tonight. But let me ask this question. This goes out to people, families that are semi-related to me in action, not in physical, but in action, because I'm talking about the families who have members of their family that are still running the streets, still doing risky stuff that might risk their lives. My parents, when I was in the streets at 19, 20, 21 years old, man, we're going to take a life insurance policy out on you. Is that a smart thing to do for some of these parents that are suffering with kids that want to rip and run the streets and break the law?
You can never be too safe.
Never be too safe.
Because, I mean, driving down the street these days,
right,
all you got to do is cut somebody off.
Right. And they're going to get out and shoot you.
You never know.
Right.
You just never know. You know, I mean, you turn on the news and you see it every day. It's getting worse. You know, we're leading the nation right now.
Houston.
In Houston.
For road rage?
For killings.
Murders? Okay.
Homicide.
I never would have thought that. Houston is out of control. I just saw the guy the other night killed a 9-year-old little girl because the baby mama didn't want him anymore.
And actually, she's where I'm from.
From Brenham?
Yep.
Oh, man. Man. I just saw that on the news the other night. Y'all pray for Texas. If you're not in Texas, I didn't know that. We're number 1 in the country for homicides. I didn't know that. We leading. Okay.
It's out of control. I mean, it is out of control.
Unbelievable. Y'all pray for Texas. Y'all pray for Houston, Texas. Number 1 in homicides. Tonight, we're talking about making sure everybody takes care of their mental health. It's really for small business owners, because we're small business owners ourselves, and we know how hard it is to maintain our mental health. We know how hard it is to set some time aside every day for self-care. You know, whatever you decide to do to maintain self-care, that's up to you. You know, you just, whether it's venting, whether it's getting in the garage and shouting shouting as loud as you can, whether it's going to get counseling, whether it's sitting down with your mate and talking to them, whether it's sitting down with your pet monkey or your pet dog to talk to them, whatever. Mine used to be lifting weights. Now, with all the small businesses we balance every day, my mental, I don't have the mental capacity or the strength to go and lift weights at 1 o'clock in the morning. I just don't. So the only thing I do right now to blow off some steam, I love watching sports, and I'll get in front. I'm one of those hollers. I'll get in front of the TV, shoot the three, shoot the foul, ref. That's how I get off some of my steam. I also like me a nice cigar with some cognac, some good cognac, some good bourbon with no ice. That's about all I do right now to get the stress off. You know, if I'm not watching sports. What do you do, Kenneth Wayne? What do you do for your mental health? What do you do to vent? What do you do to get the stress off, to get the cheat off? What do you do?
You really want to know?
We can't say
it on the radio.
We have to censor ourselves on the Real Talk 100 Power Hour. Y'all gonna have to tune in on the After Dark with Malcolm Lisa show to find out the medication that he uses.
Yeah, special medication. Special medication. That's what we're gonna call it. Special medication. A little special medication. You know, funny cigarette.
Yeah.
Funny cigarette.
All right.
Is one of them. You know, just the pressure Monday through Friday. I normally go to the restaurant, have a few drinks, and a lot of people don't understand that. They're like, man, how can you go down there every week and drink? Well, it's not about drinking. I can go have one drink and just sit there, just talking to other people, getting the pressures of life off, because you're going to meet somebody sitting at the bar that's got something else going on that needs to vent. It's always there.
Always.
You know? And then sometimes we have to take, it's very important, and I didn't really take this into consideration to here lately. Meditation is very important.
See, that's something I've never done. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, meditation is very important. Just to clear your mind for 30 minutes. You know, somebody told me just take 30 minutes twice a day. You know, some people take hours at a time. You can take 30 minutes twice a day. Cut everything off, stop doing everything, just lay there and get a peace of mind. Because that's what you have to do. You have to reset. You have to hit the reset button.
Hit the reset button, man. You got to do it sometimes, don't you, man?
Yep. If you don't, it'll reset itself. Your body will reset itself, and it will take you 3, 4, 5 days to reset when it gets to the point where it can't handle no more.
Right.
And I was one of those. I worked, and I still own businesses, and the doctors kept telling me, slow down. Slow down. Me wasn't trying to hear that. I said, Doc, I'm making this money. I'm making this money. He said, well, okay, keep on making that money. And after a while, you'll give me a foot. You'll give me a toe. You'll give me something in return for it. If you don't want to listen to me, you'll give me something back.
You're going to give me something back.
You'll give me something back.
So tell me, how old were you when the doctor told you that? Was that recently?
Yeah, I was in my 40s.
In your 40s?
Yeah, and I was pushing myself. I ran businesses, and I drove trucks, and I did this, and I did that. I was doing a little bit of everything, sleeping 3-4 hours a day.
Have mercy. He's describing me because, like I said, I don't sleep. Yeah. Lisa, if Lisa doesn't get, a good at least 6 hours, at the most 8 to 10 hours a night.
That's my house, and I'm mad because she sleep like that.
Because she sleep like that.
I'm mad. Well, I'm getting up going, and you sleep.
And you sleep.
Yeah, I'm getting up going. Right. You need to be right here beside me.
Right.
But I'm killing myself. And then, my favorite saying used to be, you need to get you some sleep. You need to get some rest. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Sleep when I'm dead.
Well, guess what? When you get close enough to being dead, then you figure out that ain't where it's at.
That ain't where it's at. That's That's not where it's at, man.
Where it's at.
Yeah, you got to take care of yourself, man.
Man.
You have to find a way to take care of yourself. And I just had this conversation with Lisa earlier, man. I'm a big guy. I like to eat. I'm 270 something pounds. And I might not look it, but I'm 270 something pounds. That's almost 300 pounds, man. If you round it off. And I told her today, hey, man, all of this, eating out we do every day, almost every day. If we're not going to McDonald's, we're at Papa Do's. Or,
well, that's what happens when you own a business. When you going and going, it's like eat right. Do you know how hard it is to eat right? Because if you eat right, if you don't have no junk food to keep that energy going, then you crash.
Right.
But it's right. You should eat right. But it's hard. It's hard. Very hard.
It's hard. And I told her that. I said I know. Sometimes if she doesn't throw something in the crock pot that's cooking right now, so by the time we get home, it's already ready to eat. We're forced to go out to eat sometimes.
Yeah.
We try to catch somebody open between 9 and 10 o'clock at night. Nice restaurant, go get something to eat, sit down, have a nice drink. But I'm talking about just all day. Instead of eating junk and chips and stuff all day long, I told her, look, go to the grocery store. I want a bunch of fruit.
Yeah.
Get me a bunch of watermelon. Get me a bunch of pineapple, a bunch of grapefruit, plums, peaches, and grapes. That's my favorite. I don't eat too much else when it comes to fruit. I'll eat a pear. I'll eat a pear too. But anyway, go get me a bunch of fruit so that when I'm here all day, every day, at least I'm snacking on something that's healthy.
Yeah.
And that's beneficial to you too. What you eat.
Yes.
Or what you eat.
Most definitely.
Sometimes what you eat contributes to your mental.
That's right. Because your body won't function.
Right.
Your mind can tell your body, you can have it in your mind, but your body won't respond.
Right.
I'm getting to that point. That's one thing now that I'm suffering with now mentally is that my mind tells me that I can do this.
Mine's telling me no.
My mind telling me yes, but my body's telling me no. I used to be able. I'm 5'6". I used to be able to dunk a basketball.
Right.
Now I can't get halfway up there. But my mind tells me I can do it.
Your mind tells you you can do it. And
until I come down.
Right. After jumping 2 inches. Yeah.
So hey, we all. That's like the old man tell the kids, "Oh, I can beat you running." Next thing you know, they're out there in the street racing, and he done pulled up because the little kid beating him, and he acting like he done hurt himself.
Acting like he done hurt himself.
Yeah,
right. That's right.
I mean, so it's important, man. We got to. I can't stress it enough.
Yes.
And I'm guilty. I'm not one. I'm giving advice, but sometimes I need to take my own advice.
Exactly. I'm bad at it.
Yeah.
And I hate to sound like a broken record, y'all, but I'm terrible. And I'm good at giving advice. But even though I'm guilty of some of the things we're talking about, I can't speak for everybody else. I personally, like I said earlier in the show, I personally find a way to maintain my mental. And that is by having my alone time where I'm not surrounded by noise and fussing and dogs barking and phones ringing. I'm very good at getting by myself and just tuning out the world. And that alone is good for you because you're alone with your own thoughts. Some people can't handle their own thoughts. I can handle mine because I am my own worst critic. If I've done something wrong, done somebody wrong, I'm good at getting by myself and clearing all the outside noise and saying, yeah, okay, I'm man enough to say I'm sorry. Or I'm man enough not to say I'm sorry because even though I was wrong, they was wrong. I'm talking to myself. That's good for me. Some people talk to themselves and it creates more chaos. So I'm on.
It wires you up. Some of them wire themselves up.
Right.
Some of them wire themselves up. So, and I mean, It's just simple. You got to find something that relaxes you. And I mean, it's got to be on a daily. Especially if you're running a business, it's got to be on a daily. Because I've seen business, I've seen restaurant owners, I've seen insurance agents, I've seen everybody. You going balls to the wall all day long. Then you got nothing left for your family when you get home.
Right, nothing.
Got nothing left.
You're on empty.
That's right.
And it definitely should not be that way. This is one of our show hosts right here, Mr. Devin Haverly is on here. I've recorded counseling for sexual abuse. I've recorded counseling. Okay. He's done counseling for sexual abuse, and me and him have talked off air about that. I'm not sure if he wants me to divulge the sexual abuse that happened to him as a young child. So until I get permission, if he's still on here, I've indulged in sexual healing. Devin, thank you for tuning in. We have not talked about sexual healing, or maybe we have. Yes, we have, because I know what kind of lifestyle he lives. So I know what he's talking about with the sexual healing. Miss Lisa Beard, I was not ignoring you earlier. I asked her what she was suffering from PTSD from, and she said that it was sexual abuse. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's up here somewhere. Sorry, I'm just trying to pay attention to our listening audience right quick. Thank y'all so much for suffering from PTSD and bipolar. Just trying to make sure we pay attention to our listening audience. Like I said earlier, y'all are more than welcome to call in. My mama took her life when I was 14. She suffered from mental illness, says Lisa Beard. Lisa Beard also says, yes, I do seek counseling. It was from child abuse and sexual abuse. Oh, that sexual abuse on children, man, is out of control, man. I can't even see it. I cannot see it. But, that's another mental illness.
Yep.
That's another mental illness where men and women look at kids as, as somebody they can have. And even though I joke about it, and I think I joked about it with Devin also. I said, I wish, like when I was in school, in today's time, the teachers, men and women, are having the kids, and I'll joke about it. I wish my teachers was like that when I was in school, but it's a serious topic.
But you know the difference?
What's the difference?
We had old teachers with stinking breath.
Old teachers with stinking breath.
Yeah, we didn't have no teachers we wanted.
Right.
Or would even think about having us because they were all old.
Well,
now you getting teachers straight out of college.
I had one. Go ahead. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you about mine.
Yeah, I had a couple of them too.
Ooh, Lord.
But hey, they wasn't looking at me like that.
They wasn't. I have questions about one of my teachers, and I'm gonna say her name because it's a joke to me. Because I told my coach already. It was my coach's wife. Back in high school, I used to have trouble with algebra, and I used to have trouble with writing an essay. So she was my English teacher, Miss Stewart. Every time I would go to Miss Stewart's house after school, she always out by the pool, scantily clad in the skimpiest bikini she could find. And I just found that peculiar. I found that odd, man. Every time I come over here, you half naked.
You was a teenage boy. That woman was just out there enjoying her pool.
No.
Your hormones was raging.
No. And then I would get there. Can you tie my thing up? And she would get up and, oh, Lord have mercy. Say, I'm making a joke out of it, y'all. But sexual abuse on children is very serious. I just make a joke about it because it never happened to me. It's happened to some people in my extended family, but it never happened to me. Devin Haverly, it happened to him. It wasn't at school. It was in his neighborhood, and I'll leave it at that until I get permission from him to talk about it in depth. We've talked about it. He is the lead host on What Up Radio. That is Mr. Devin Haverly. He's the lead host on What Up Radio right here on Real Talk 100 Radio every Thursday night between 7 o'clock and 9 p.m., I believe. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Y'all tune in to What Up Radio. They talk a lot about mental health as well on their show. They talk about a lot of relational issues. Y'all tune in to What Up Radio every Thursday night, y'all. Y'all tune in to Real Talk 100 Radio, What Up Radio. Thank you, Devin, for tuning in and showing support, baby boy. Thank you. And Miss Lisa Beard. Miss Lisa Beard is back with another comment. She says, it helps my mental health by being MOD for Sugar's Closet and Hogman. MOD is called, MOD is what? MOD. I'm not sure what the MOD is. I know who Sugar's Closet and Hogman is. They are social media influencers. Anybody interested in becoming a social media influencer, get your numbers up for your small business or your personal life. Check out Sugar's Closet and Hogman on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. Sugar's Closet has about 80,000 followers. I think Hogman has about 50,000 followers. They're social media influencers, but I don't know what mod is, Lisa. Let us know what mod is. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Thank you for all the likes, the comments, the shares. Thank you for all the love. If you're watching the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour tonight, or whether you're on our website at www.realtalk100radio, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for tuning in to the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour tonight and every Tuesday night from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. It's all about getting around a round table where we usually have a small business owner sitting here in between us, and it's all about uplifting, empowering, and encouraging small business owners, because we know how it is where you don't hardly ever get comfort or support from your family, from your friends, the people that you count on to get your business off the ground. You know, most people think, I'm starting this business, my family and my friends, their network, my family and friends network is going to get me on top.
That's what you think, you're crazy.
Yeah, that never happens. That never happens to none of us. So Mr. Kenneth Wayne here, Mr. Kenneth Lattimore of Lattimore Insurance, came up with the idea, hey, let's have a show, Power Hour, where we get around this table with a guest in the middle most of the time, and we encourage, we uplift, and we empower small business owners all over the world. If you would like to create awareness about your own small business and uplift each other, empower each other, encourage each other, as well as encouraging and uplifting and empowering other small business owners, all you have to do is text POWER to 936-333-1969. Once again, if you would like to create awareness about your business and uplift each other, empower each other, and encourage each other on the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour, all you have to do is text POWER to 936-333-1969. Just wanted to touch base right quick and let you guys know what we're talking about tonight. It's the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour, but tonight our special topic is maintaining your mental health while you're owning your small business, because most small business owners, a small business will run you into the ground mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically, every which way you can think of. A small business will run you down. So make sure y'all take care of your mental health. Make sure you set some time aside every day for self-care. And then last but not least, find a happy balance between your home life, your family life, your social life, and your business life. Find some kind of balance so you don't lose your mind.
That's right. That's right, most definitely. And what we do as a people, minorities, Black people, most definitely, the word counseling.
That's me. Counseling is like Dracula to me.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. But as you move up the scale, as you start to progress, you'll say, oh, I got it, I can handle this, I can handle that. But let a lot get on your plate and let's see where it goes. Fill that plate up. It's good when you got one pork chop and a spoonful of green beans and one spoon of potatoes.
A spoonful, huh?
Yeah. Start putting 3 or 4 spoonfuls on there and 2 or 3 pork chops, and they hard to eat then.
Right.
They hard to eat.
Right.
So mentally, it's the same. The scales start to tip a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Because you got a certain status to maintain.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of people don't understand that. When you get to a certain point, you don't want to go backwards.
Don't want to go backwards.
You don't want to go backwards. So then you start thinking mentally, what do I got to do to maintain it? Well, you got to maintain it. Because when I get my business so far, I don't want to start over.
Right.
And then for some people, get it up here, and your mental capacity is not enough because you know and I know you're going to drop. Sooner or later, you're going to fall.
Right.
No matter what. It's just business.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to fall. You know, you're going to fall. I don't care how successful you are in business. It's going to be one night that you go home and you're going to be flat broke. Pretty close.
Right.
You may get up tomorrow and get back at it, but it's going to be one night that make you think about it.
Right. You know, I'm trying to get to the point to where, you know, after you know, losing our life savings, after losing the restaurant last year, I'm trying to build that safety net because we didn't have one.
Yep.
We didn't have one. And now even though Kendall Wayne is correct, I agree with him on that. You know, some nights you're gonna be up, some nights you're gonna be flat broke or close to it. I also believe that we can prepare safety nets. We've already talked about insurance. I'm talking about stuff like, you know, savings, you know, putting a goose egg up. You know, okay, if we lose all of this, let's say 60 grand. Let's put up 10 grand over here so we can pay rent for a couple months, pay the car note for a couple months, something.
So you know what happens with that? My philosophy with that is multiple streams of income.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple streams of income. You have to be able to diversify. If you can't diversify in business, then I've never ever, I've been around a lot of rich people. I've been around a lot of people that make a lot of money and they diversify.
Yes.
It doesn't come from one stream.
Yes.
If you think you're going to go out and open up a business and you're going to get rich off of it, you lied to yourself. You're a hamster on a wheel. You're a hamster on a wheel. If you think owning a club going to buy you a Bentley, then you sadly mistaken. Well, you know that. If you think owning a club going to buy you a Bentley, you sadly mistaken.
Yeah. I mean, well, there are some exceptions to the rule before we get jumped on.
Yeah, but it's what you're doing out of the club.
Right.
It's multiple streams of income. It's not one stream of income.
Right, because some nights that club going to be empty.
That's right.
And that 60 grand you made 2 days ago is going
sir.
right back out the door because it's not Taco Tuesdays. It's now Thursday and ain't nobody here. So now, you know, you got 2 people in the bar and you have to pay payroll. You got to pay all this electricity and all of this and all of that, all the overhead. That 60 grand and just got ate up.
That's right. It's gone in a week.
So that's what he's talking about. You know, sometimes you gotta
diversify.
You gotta diversify so that when Thursday night comes and nobody's in the club, you still made 15 grand this week just off of stocks or just off of your boutique or off of insurance, like he said.
Or some other business investment you can made with somebody else.
Right. You gotta diversify. A lot of people don't even know what diversify is. You believe that? Diversify, what's that? That just means you'll figure it out. That just diversifying your money just means that you're putting your eggs in more than just one basket.
Yes.
That's all diversifying means, whether it's stocks and bonds, whether it's utilities, whether it's I'm on
down there, Johnny Boy's car wash.
Johnny Boy's car wash. It don't matter.
long as you got it coming in from multiple places, you good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, and that's what I've always taught my kids. You know, I mean, I preach that day in and day out. You always got to be able to leave that door open to walk out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I just told somebody that today. You always got to leave that door to walk out. I've been on jobs where I've seen people where there's nothing else they can do. And the man walk in there and tell you what you better do, and you got to do it. Me?
Moderator. Okay. Okay, Lisa. Moderator, Lisa, I see you. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
So, I mean, that's the way it is, and that's just from a business aspect. I know, like I said, we have people in here, but sometimes I thought about it, and I said sometimes it's just best to talk about the plain stuff in business.
Yes.
The things that people overlook. And by us having somebody sitting in here on the panel talking about their business every week is not teaching you anything.
Right.
Some weeks we got to be professors.
Yes. And teach.
That's right. Because somebody out there somewhere is looking for the answer to what we're going to give them.
That's right. You're right about that.
So we have to learn how to diversify this show.
Yes.
It's the same. Everything that you do. So and we sit here and we talk. As long as we reach one person,
we've done our job.
That's right.
One person. We need one person tonight. One person tonight. One person next week. One person the week after that, and one person 10 consecutive weeks after that to listen to us and follow what we say. We're here to guide. Do we know everything? No. No. You might know more than we know. We want you on the show at some point, or we want you to call in, or we want you to chime in on our live feed, comment on our live feed. If you're listening at www.realtalk100radio, we want to help you. And maybe you'll log off of the website and call in. That's what we encourage here on the Real Talk 100 Power Hour, because we're not at all trying to say we know everything. We have all the answers.
Not at all.
We're just trying to say that, hey, we've had a lot of tumbles. We've had a lot of rough spots and rough patches in developing our small businesses and operating our small businesses. And we don't mind sharing, what we've learned. And tonight, we've learned that small business owners, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to eat right. We need to sleep as much as possible. And I'm kicking myself. Y'all can't see y'all can't see my imaginary foot kicking myself in the butt because I don't sleep right. I don't eat right. I don't necessarily take care of my self-care every day. Make sure I take care of my mental health every day. I do my best. I do my best to do something daily for me, to strengthen me, to make sure I'm maintained. Whether it's a small nap. Somebody told me the other day, I was up here at work. I don't know if you saw my post because we're personal friends on Facebook, but I posted on Facebook. I said, I'm at work and I can't work. I can't work. I'm frozen. Something along those lines. And my friends was like, dude, just take a nap.
Yeah.
Just close the store down. Just close the office down. Go in the office, take a 30-minute nap, and re-energize. And it worked. It worked. I woke up, I washed my face, splashed my face off, and suddenly I could work.
What did I tell you? The reset button.
Reset button.
Sometimes you got to press that reset button. And I was told.
Right.
2 30-minute breaks a day. Just simplify. We'll do it. 2 30-minute breaks a day. We'll do it.
Just take a break.
And I mean, and another important thing is take a day off, please. Do not try to work 7 days a week.
What's that? I'm just playing.
I know.
I'm just playing.
But you got to. You got to.
I'm just playing. We take off Saturdays and Sundays.
You have to. I mean, if you don't, you get burnt out mentally.
Right.
You get the mental burnout.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, it was like us. I own a small cake business. And we were trying to figure it out. Me and my wife was trying to figure it out. So my wife got friends like in New York that do cakes, for celebrities and stuff like that. So I said, well, we need to talk to them and figure out what's going on because we were making cakes every day. Every day. We was making cakes. But we was making cakes, but we wasn't seeing
there you go.
The money out for it.
I remember.
You remember that?
Yes, sir.
Remember that? So we sat down with a guy and he told us, he said, well, you got to get an identity. You don't have an identity. A person that'll do anything will fall for anything.
Anything.
So he said, yeah, you need to solidify yourself. let the small cake bakers have them.
Let them have that.
You know what I'm saying? Diversify yourself. Are you going to lose money? Yes, you're going to lose money in the beginning. But when you realize you can make one cake and make what you've made for making 6 cakes,
right.
Then you begin to understand.
Right.
And I was like, oh man, our business is gone. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, our business is gone mentally, but my wife was burnt out mentally.
Yeah.
You know, she was burnt out. You know?
Working.
Hamster on the wheel.
To make this much money.
That's right.
Because the markup on a regular cake is what?
You make nothing.
Nothing. You don't make nothing off.
You gotta bake 5 cakes to see some. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bake 5. And some people say, well, why don't y'all do this? Why do you do? Okay, I can't, you know, I gotta pay my light bill over here. Because just put a light, and now to the point, and this is the most significant strain on every small business. I don't care what you do, where you come from. This economy and this gas is killing us. And some people don't understand. There's no markup on the work. You know what I'm saying? There's no markup on the work.
No, there's not. There's not. I'll just a second, Lisa Beard. I see you about your kids. Just a second. There's no markup.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. You just stuck.
You know, eggs. Eggs went from 89 cents, $1.09 to $3.29.
That reminds me. Hold on just a second, Ken Wayne. Somebody put this in my inbox earlier, and I want our listening audience to chime in on this too. But I'm asking Ken Wayne, I'm asking anybody on the website listening, thank you for listening in. We have not forgotten about y'all. You're more than welcome to call in at 346-779-5831. But this is the topic. Man, it's 8:21 already. The topic is boycotting buying gas, boycotting the gas stations. What do y'all think about that? That's what I got in my inbox at about 7 a.m. this morning. Let's boycott the gas stations for 2 days, just 2 days, from I think they said the 3rd to the 5th, if I'm not mistaken. The 3rd to the 5th, July 3rd to July 5th. They want us to boycott the gas stations worldwide. Well, nationwide. Let's put it like that, nationwide, because I don't know what the gas prices is in the Middle East over there and in Europe. But they said all of us need to get together and boycott all the gas stations, protest the gas prices from July 3rd to July 5th.
Boycott everything. Shut it down for 3 days, like they did COVID, and see where it goes.
Do you think it'll work?
That's what I say.
Do you think it'll work?
Shut down everybody. Nobody go to work. Nobody do nothing for 3 days. Yes, Monday through Wednesday.
Yes, sir. July 3rd to July 5th. See the caption?
Yeah.
I could do the video, but he's going to say the same thing.
That's for the July weekend. That ain't gonna work.
That's a bad weekend.
That ain't gonna work. Yeah. It ain't gonna be too many people out anyway, because everybody will be at home barbecue and they can't afford to go nowhere because of the gas.
Right.
But I would say to get these politicians' attention, because that's where it's coming from. We're not causing inflation. We started spending money. We started going to work. What about all these oil companies that's getting rich?
Right now.
I saw Slim Thug put something on there the other day about what the oil company made last year in the first quarter and what they made this year.
Right. I saw that quote.
Did you see it? Did you see the difference in it? What was it, $2 billion? $3 billion more this year? Mm-hmm. And the economy is supposed to be bad, but they made $3 billion in the black.
Right.
Come on now.
Now that's related to what we talked about earlier, though. With the club. The club might make $60,000 Friday and Saturday night, but Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, that $60,000 might be eaten up by payroll alone.
Yeah.
You know, and that goes to y'all too. I see a lot of people complaining about Walmart a lot of the times. That's what Walmart's doing when they have one cashier. Hold your thought now. When Walmart has one cashier, that's what they're doing, because they got busy days. They might make 3 million a day or something. Monday through Monday.
They got one cashier. They paying a salary to the people that ain't scanning everything. so the people make it up for it. Okay, you don't want to have nobody here scanning my groceries? Well, I heard several people say I don't get paid to scan groceries. Right. So if I got to go through there and scan my own, if I miss something, it's not my fault because I'm not trained to be a cashier.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault when I miss scanning. Yeah,
but then what I say, try, if we want to get their attention, everybody stay at home for about 3 days. Stop everything. Stop the trucks from running. Stop everything. And let's see how that works. Shut the economy completely down. I bet you the prices come down then.
Stay home for 3 days.
That's right.
I taught my kids, okay, let me pay attention to our listening audience right quick and their comments. I have Miss Lisa Beard commenting tonight about the teaching her kids. I made a comment earlier about putting some money to the side. We were talking about something else, and Lisa said she teaches her kids to put aside 3 months for bills and savings. So for a rainy day, basically.
Yep.
For what she's talking about. And then Lisa came back and said, boycott. I say boycott them. Lisa, we got one person that's saying boycott the gas companies. We've got Kenneth Wayne saying that we need to boycott what? Everybody?
Everything. Everybody stay at home for 3 days.
Everybody.
Call in sick for 3 days. Shut down everything.
Now what about the people that's gonna say, but I'm gonna lose my job?
Well, if it ain't no job to go back to, because after a while going to work is not gonna do you no good because you won't have nothing left. They keep raising the prices. We got to take a stand somewhere. You got to take a stand somewhere. Keep going to work. If you keep going to work and the prices keep going up, as long as they can milk us, they're going to milk us. The politicians, I don't see them losing nothing.
Nope.
I don't see them moving out the big house neighborhood.
No. And I get people all the time. We have the staffing agency, and we staff wedding receptions every weekend, and that's the main complaint from potential employees. $15 an hour. Where's the job at? On Wallaceville Road. I stay in Acres Home. I got to drive to Wallaceville Road. I got to drive back. I ain't making nothing.
Exactly.
I'm not making anything.
Exactly.
I'm not making. I might be making. That's $30 in gas. Because it costs $20 if you have a mid-size SUV right now. $20 is a quarter tank of gas.
Exactly.
That's $80 to $100. In round trip. In round trip, and you're gonna pay me $15 an hour? No, thank you. And I got an attitude the first time somebody went off on me, and I was like, the second time I was like, man, I got my calculator. I was like, man, they right, because I gassed my own car up, and it's like $23 for a half a tank in my car, $23 for a quarter tank. So 23 times 4, you're looking at $100 almost. $100.
Then you got a half left when you get back. You got between a half and a quarter.
So
what can you do?
So that's what he's talking about. You don't want to boycott because you might lose your job. They're killing you on your bank account. They're killing you right now with gas. So, I mean, it's a hell of a dilemma to be in.
Why? Nobody can say why. Why is the price of food the way that it is? The pandemic got nothing to do with the price of food.
All this started with the Russia-Ukraine thing, right?
We don't live in Russia. We don't live in Ukraine.
No, but it's all the imports.
But I'm looking at how can we box up $1 billion and send over there to them in aid? That $1 billion should be spent here.
Right.
Not saying nothing bad about Ukraine, but what about us?
What about us?
We keep this great country going.
Right.
What about us? You know what I'm saying? What about us?
We're at the bottom of the totem pole, man. We're at the bottom of the totem pole.
You know, look at during the pandemic, China got a $2,000 a month stimulus. $2,000 a month stimulus. We had to fight to get 2,000.
Right. Right.
And what we doing now? We paying it back in gas and in food. We giving it back.
That's right. That's right.
We giving it back.
And that's the point I was trying to make. You made the point about the club earlier. They making $60,000 in 2 days, and they might give it back. They might make $60,000 on Friday and Saturday night, $30,000 a night on Friday and Saturday night. But Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday is dead. They're empty. Nobody's in there. So that $60,000 they made Friday and Saturday is gone. Now, equate that and relate that to business, the oil companies, the gas companies. When the price is $1.85 a gallon, they might be making this much money. Now, it's get back time. Now they're making all their money because...
You know why? Because when it's cheap, they import it in. Now, we got to get it from home. So guess what they doing? They sitting there licking their lips and licking their face. Oh, okay, you was buying it from overseas and neglecting us.
Right.
Now you got to get it from us. We got to ramp up production over here. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to break you. But the consumers is the ones that's suffering. You know, we're the ones that's suffering. But, you know, make a long story short, 3 days. I said 3 days. I'm not a politician. I don't want to get into politics. But 3 days.
3 days. Lisa, great point. Kenneth Wayne, my trusted cohort here, my co-host, is saying 3 days. We all need to boycott. We all need to not go to work. We need to not go get gas, not go to restaurants and spend all our money, cook at home. You know, I know there's necessities that we got to have at the grocery store. We can't boycott them, I don't think. But going out to the club, let's shut the clubs down. Let's not go to the clubs. Let's not go out to eat. Let's not go get any gas for 3 days. Which 3 days are you talking about? July 3rd through July 6th?
It never worked.
That not 4th of July weekend.
Not 4th of July weekend. It never worked.
When?
It never worked.
When should we do it?
I mean, just pick a day. I mean, you know, not a holiday.
Okay.
Because most people, you got to think about the small business owners that make their money. They depend on holidays.
Okay.
So you can't kill them during holidays.
Right.
They make their money on holiday. So they, you know, everybody got to eat. But I would say a Monday or Tuesday and a Wednesday of any day. It doesn't have to be a particular day.
Okay.
And just do that.
And you think that will make the powers that be said, okay.
It will get their attention.
Okay, we're gonna get our foots off their necks with this gas. That's what you think that'll work?
It should.
Listening audience, we want your opinions on this. You're more than welcome to call in at 346-779-5831. We've got about 10 more minutes left in the show. Go ahead and call in. We got to cut it off. We're supposed to get off air at 8 o'clock, but we love discussing this kind of stuff.
Do that and watch their stock market. That'll get somebody's attention.
Boy,
they get their attention every day. I look at the news every day. I look at the stock market every day. They panic when the numbers go down. When the thumbs is down, they panic. They panic.
What do y'all think, listening audience? Boycott everything. Stay home for 3 days. Let's all come up with 3 days. Kenneth Wayne says a Monday, a Tuesday, and a Wednesday is best.
What happened during that pandemic?
When
they shut everything down. When they shut everything down, what happened?
Everything
was
chaos.
Their attention.
It was chaos.
But they made sure they gave you a stimulus to come back out, didn't they?
Right. Right.
They made sure they gave you a stimulus to come back out.
Come back
to do what? To make the stock market do what?
Go back up. Because consumers are spending money. Consumers are spending money now. We got to give them a stimulus for consumers to spend money. So they gave us all stimuluses. It's all a game.
Yeah, but then when you think it's good, then they get it back for you.
Right. Like now.
Exactly.
Like now. All those stimulus checks, they're getting it back from us.
Double.
Right now.
Double and triple.
Double time. True.
Then what happened? During the pandemic, they was giving away food stamps. Anybody and their mama could get some food stamps. Now the price of food is so high, you can't get a food stamp. They cutting everybody off. I mean, there's so many people say, "Oh, getting my stamps," and now they cut off. But they cut my stamps down to $35.
It's a dirty game.
Yeah.
The government plays a dirty game of Monopoly, y'all. Y'all remember that game, that board game we used to play as kids, Monopoly? That's what they playing right now, buying up Park Place and Boardwalk and everything else.
Yeah, most of us get tied up in everyday things and you forget to look at what's going on.
Right.
I'll keep your eye, but if you're a small business owner, because you look at everything.
That's right.
You watch everything. You know what makes it go up and what makes it go down.
Right.
You know what fills your seats and what don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, don't get that tax man nothing for 3 days.
Have mercy.
Don't get that tax man nothing for 3 days. You see what that tax man did, don't you? That tax man gave you money up front for dependents.
Yes,
when it wasn't no work and they couldn't collect no taxes. They couldn't collect no taxes, but us like dummies, man, they gave me $2,000. Then they're giving me $350 a month for each kid. They gave $350 a month each kid because they wasn't able to collect no taxes, so they couldn't afford to give it to you at the end of the year. So they spoon fed you a little bit.
That's right.
They keep their bank account in the red.
Put the pacifier in your mouth.
Yep. What happened to it this year? Where is it at?
It's gone.
They didn't give it to us this year. It should have been a continuation. They gave it to you, and then the vice president gets on there. We stimulated the economy. We gave them $350, and it really helped. Okay, but now what's going on?
Screwing them with no Vaseline.
Making you like it.
With $4 and what is it? $4.69. $4.69 a gallon. Like I said earlier in the show, I'm talking about let's just say $25 for a quarter tank of gas. That is crazy.
Watch the 4th of July weekend. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Think it's gonna go up higher than that?
It'll be $5. Over $5.
$5 for a quarter tank of gas. $5 is what Kenneth Wayne says is going to be. He's warning everybody. Well, I'm going to say it too. We're warning everybody to boycott for 3 days. 3 days, no going out to eat, no buying gas. What else can we add into this?
Do nothing. Just stay at home.
Stay at home for 3 days.
Keep them highways empty.
I know somebody's cussing us out saying, man, I ain't going to lose my job. Y'all
They should be cussing the government out. Don't cuss us. Cuss the government. We're trying to give you a solution to the problem.
Right. Ouch. Note to self. Hey, Lisa's on here. The last comment, Lisa Beard. Lisa Beard, there's 2 Lisas on here now. Lisa Beard says they're raising everything but the wages. Exactly. That's right. So, everything they're raising from eggs to cheese to regular groceries, your check is going to groceries now and gas, and that's ridiculous. Lisa says, hey, that's our co-host right there. She also says right here, she says, I can't read it, it's too small. Note to self, don't touch eye after cutting bluebonnet peppers for curry. That has nothing to do with the topic, woman.
At least she cooking.
Lisa's at home cooking, and ouch. Okay, Lisa Beard said ouch to you, Lisa Murphy. And Lisa said right. But yeah, Kenneth Wayne, back to you as we end tonight's show. Tonight's show, y'all, I know we got a little off the beaten path a little bit and talking about gas prices and everything. But hey, all this is really relative because it has to do with your mental health tonight on Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. We're talking about the price of gas. We're talking about boycotting the system in hopes that they come down on these gas prices and give us some kind of semblance of a normal life again, lower the cost on food. Even at restaurants, we've noticed, me and Lisa have been out several nights in the past month, and she's like, wow, these prices are usually reasonable. Tonight, what we usually pay, $13.99, $15.99 is now $21.99 for a platter, a seafood platter or whatever we get.
Watch going home tonight. I want everybody, when you pass by, to see how bad we're suffering, look at the fast food places. Normally the line is out to the road. Mm-hmm. I passed by Popeye. Today, Tuesday. I passed by Popeye. It was 3 cars in the drive-thru. 3. When they ain't buying $1.49 chicken, it's a problem.
Well, I saw that online too. I saw that on Facebook and Instagram. Everybody's complaining. They said it's Chicken Tuesday or $2 Tuesday or whatever, and it's usually a special at Popeyes, but they raised that special. It's not $1.49 anymore. It's like $3.49 or something like that.
Oh man, they're gonna start cooking thighs and legs at the house. Thighs and legs at the house.
So yeah, people were complaining online on Facebook all day today, saying, "Man, since when has my chicken sandwich been, $4 or something like that?" I forgot what they said.
Like I went to the Cap Williams, hey, and he said something very responsible. He say, "They say it's a chicken wing shop. So when did they stop making chickens? But you can get many thighs as you want. You get many legs as you want. You get many breasts as you want, but ain't no wings. What they doing with the wings? The chickens being born with no wings?
No. They don't make any sense.
It's monopolized.
Doesn't make any sense. None. They're growing that part of the chicken and neglecting. No, they can't do that, can they?
No. If you kill a chicken, you got to kill the whole chicken.
You got to kill the whole chicken. So what? Okay, so they're cutting the chicken up, and they're selling you the legs and the thighs,
and the breast, but no wings,
and putting the wings to the side.
What no wings?
It's a monopoly. They got wings. They just frozen, put up.
That's right.
So it's gonna be short on legs and thighs.
So Rick Ross could sell you some thighs. He was smart.
That's right.
He could sell you some thighs. Ain't no wings. But it's time.
Tonight, it's all about mental health, and the price of chicken is part of your mental health.
Surely.
Because you're accustomed to going and getting you an inexpensive chicken sandwich from Popeye's Chicken. You're accustomed to going to McDonald's and getting you an inexpensive $1 menu item. Now you can't get them because of the prices have gone up on everything.
Gonna be back to them cheeseburger with the light bread.
Like grandmother used to.
At homemade McDonald's.
That's right. That's right. Like Eddie Murphy used to say in his stand-up, a house burger, a home burger. What did he used to say? What am I gonna do with this house burger? I think whatever he used to say. I made it unfunny now. But anyway, tonight's show has been all about mental health. It's been all about making sure you get time enough in each day. You put time aside each day for your self-care. And last but not least, it's been about finding a balance between your home life, your business life, your social life, and your family life.
Yep.
Do you do any of what we just mentioned? Do you find a balance every day? Do you take time out every day for your self-care? And do you do anything each day of the week for your mental health? That's what tonight's show has been about on the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. If you missed the show, please go back and watch replay. We don't claim to know everything. You might know more than we know. You're more than welcome to comment on our thread after we hit the exit button. After we hit the exit button, we want you to join us every Tuesday night from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. But as you see, we're over. We always go over because we love discussing small business. We love discussing empowering, encouraging, and uplifting others. Tonight was an opportunity for us to uplift, empower, and encourage people by discussing your mental health, making sure you take care of it. Making sure you set aside time for self-care and making time for, and balancing everything. Everything needs a balance. And before the people jump on me that know me and love me, he's talking all of this good stuff, but he doesn't take care of himself. I take care of myself the best I can. You can't be perfect. You just have to do something for you daily. And I do that.
Exactly.
I do that.
Exactly. If they think they know more than we know, if they think they can come up here and preach, this seat is wide open. It's free. It's free.
It's free, and all you have to do to sit in it is text POWER to 936-333-1969. It's basically, this chair right here is basically reserved for other small business owners to come in, uplift us, uplift themselves, empower us, empower themselves, and encourage us and encourage themselves by having a powwow such as this, where we can talk about where we can talk about and commiserate amongst each other about the pits and the depths and the falls and the dips and the doozies and the hits in the mouth and the uppercuts that come with operating a small business. If you would like to discuss these things on our show, on our platform, if you would like to also create awareness about your small business, and you're also in the greater Houston area, all you have to do is text POWER to 936-333-1969. The last comment of the night is from Lisa Beard again. Lisa says, it was great talking with y'all tonight. Have a great night. You too, Lisa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Lisa. You have any closing comments, announcements?
Only closing I got is take something from what we said tonight. You know, we have a lot of fun. We do a lot of things. We talk about a lot of things. We get off subject. We talk crazy up here. But, you know, this platform is created to reach and teach. You know, we don't claim to know everything. So if it's something we missing, hey, we here to take constructive criticism. We can do that. Like we said, this chair is wide open to anybody that wants it. If you think that you can come up here and teach us something, come on, because we want it. You know, so, you know, I don't take this show for granted. Sometimes it's hell dragging up here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know we run businesses, but we do this. This is our spare time. Mm-hmm. Nobody write no checks. Nope. You know what I'm saying? So we here to help other people. And if you want to help somebody, you can come. If we helping somebody, you know, hey, that's what we here to do. To uplift and empower.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all tune in every Tuesday night from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., sometimes 9 p.m. to the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. As Kenneth Wayne already said, we're here to uplift you, empower you, encourage you, because we know how hard it is for small business owners to get encouragement, to get uplifted, to get empowered by their family, by their friends. Oftentimes, their family and friends are nowhere to be seen when it comes time for supporting their small business. So that's what we're here for. Free of charge. We'll handle the bill. All you got to do is text POWER to 936-333-1969. Let's discuss business. Let's discuss collaboration. Let's discuss building each other up in some shape, form, or fashion, instead of being the crabs in the buckets that we see a lot around our community, in our society, where nobody wants anybody to succeed. That doesn't happen here. We want you to succeed. We want to succeed also. Let's get together. If it's not collaboration, let's get together and just have a meeting of the minds and say, hey, man, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and it's not working. What should I do? Or I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and it's working. You should try it. That's what this platform is about. At the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour, that's all we got for tonight. Please share this video after we end this broadcast. Please share this video to all small business owners. Share this video to the whole world. We want the whole world to be empowered. We want to uplift the whole world, and we want to encourage the whole world to succeed and become a better place. That's what the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour is all about. Share the video, share the video, share the video. Even though we're going off air, if you're watching replay, please type hashtag replay in the comments after we get off air. We're gone. We're out of here. Adios. Arrivederci. We'll see y'all next Tuesday night on the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. This is Malcolm, and this is Kenneth Wayne. Lisa is absent tonight. She's at home cooking, and I can't wait to eat it. Good night.
Good night.